into the conversation with today is we're starting off with our favorite Jordan moment. All right, we're doing this because we got the documentary coming on tonight. Check it out. It's going to be a sight to see. I think we're all excited about it. I think they're showing episode 1 and 2 tonight, right?
I think it's just one. I want to say it's just one.
We got a total of 10 episodes.
10 episodes.
So we'll see. I think maybe it's 10 weeks though. That's a long ass time to be showing something on TV. I honestly think it's 2 episodes tonight.
A pair drive.
I think so.
I could be wrong. I didn't necessarily research it. I was too excited, just waiting on it to come out. So I don't know in which way they'll be releasing it, but I know for sure it's going to be 10 episodes in total.
Boom.
10 episodes in total.
All right, let's get it.
So with that being said, we're going to see a lot of Jordan inside documentary stuff we've never had a glimpse of before. Now, before we get into this, they're going to start breaking down, The Last Dance. What's your favorite Jordan moment of all time? Just when you think of it, like that just highlights your sports. Greatest basketball player of all time. I believe we all agree on that. What do you got, Larry?
Larry hesitated when you asked that question. He said,
LeBron?
Different
generation.
Bro. Y'all know, so I don't know. Look, I don't know if everybody knows I am the youngest in the actual group. So I didn't really get to experience Michael Jordan. So it's funny when Chris says that because I'm a huge LeBron fan, so my era is kind of LeBron. But I do have a favorite Jordan moment. So, I was looking, and the first thing that came to mind, I think it was just easy for me to kind of get, trying to get the concept, was the 91 finals, man. 91 finals, game 2, where Michael Jordan, bro, it's like a clutch moment. And, I'm big on sneakers. So Michael Jordan got on the black infrared sixes, and he has the ball in hand. He's going at Sam Perkins, bro. And he gives you that right, because, Michael Jordan's dominant right-handed player. And he transitions to the left and makes the layup. I think Michael Jordan ended up having 31 that game. Awesome moment. Big for sneaker culture, being at the infrared sixes are one of my favorite sneakers. And I was just in awe, dude. And I think I watched this in 2010, 2009. So at that point, everybody knew how to switch hands. But just seeing the originator, his airness, himself doing that, bro, it was just impeccable, bro. So that's my Jordan moment, man. That's my Jordan moment. And it's also his first championship. So
Clutch.
I think it was pretty big.
Clutch.
It was pretty big for me.
You went pretty far back with that 92.
I did, man. I did.
1992.
Yeah.
So before we started today, we were kind of talking about what we were going to kind of lead the conversation with today. And I did lean and say I don't have a favorite Jordan moment. I'm going to take a different approach on this. It might be a little corny to some people. But my favorite Jordan moment is when this man got drafted. Think about that. Think about this is 1984. Jordan gets drafted. And over the next, say, 20 years, the game of basketball changed tremendously. I can think of a couple of players who you consider hey, I guess, I wasn't born around that time. I wasn't alive around that time. And, who at that moment in time before Jordan got drafted, who they considered the best player ever. Who did they consider the best player ever before Jordan got drafted? Maybe was it Will? But Will? Kareem?
Man,
Kareem was still in the league, though.
Yeah, for sure.
He was on his way out, but he was still in the league.
I think he had manufactured a lot of stats already.
I would say his predecessor, as far as guards and being that smaller guy, would be Julius Erving. Yeah, it would be Julius Erving. Yeah, right. But if you research at that time, basketball was kind of dominated by big men. So at that point, that's why you got them drafting bigger guys a little bit earlier before Jordan, just because the league had never seen a smaller guy just take over in that in that type of way.
100%. So mine is when Jordan got drafted, just because I think that once he got drafted, he changed the league so much. He did so much for the league, and there was no athlete who ever had that type of attention. The only person I can actually think of a sport would probably be Babe Ruth, and I'm not really a big baseball fan, and I respect the sport, and I got a lot of love for the sport. I don't know a whole lot about Babe Ruth.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I think that once Jordan got drafted, that would probably be my number one Jordan moment.
As far as the influencer, what he did for not just the culture, but the league as well.
For general, for league, for sports, all the endorsements that man used to get over the course of his career, Man.
Nike was happily paying them checks, saying
Crazy,
he wasn't in dress code. We're gonna
Crazy.
send you them checks. Don't even
For
worry about
sure,
it. Keep
bro.
rocking them J's.
84, the year of Sam Bowie.
Damn, he wasn't-
Who would have thought Sam Bowie, the biggest
1984.
disappointment, bro?
And Akeem though, hey, don't forget about Akeem.
Can't forget
Akeem
about
came out of that
Hakeem.
draft too.
Charles
Right.
Barkley, lot of great players.
cats.
A lot of
Yeah.
great players. The only reason why the Blazers missed out is because they already had Clyde. So it was like, okay, we got Clyde. You know what I'm saying? From what I had seen as far as recruitment, they said, you know, hey, we thought about taking Jordan, but we already got Clyde. We already got a guard. And Clyde was a pretty good player, bro. Like, let's not sleep
he
on
was a great
Clyde.
player.
Like, he's not Jordan, but, you know, he
Houston
can get it done. He can get it done.
alumni right
exactly,
there. Yeah.
bro. Exactly.
So for another day, we need to talk about top draft, the number one draft, or what we think the best draft of all time is.
Best
NBA
draft class?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do
Jot that
NBA, we can do NFL.
Yeah.
Definitely top draft. We definitely need to save that
Great
for a later
topic.
date. Let us know if y'all want to see that or if y'all want to hear that
For
for
sure.
sure.
And what sport
We
too?
Definitely want to hop into that. We'll do the research and whatever else we got to do. I already know my answer for the best NBA draft, but we're gonna say that. We're gonna say that for that day. Go ahead. What you got, Dre?
Man, Jordan moment. You hit 84, 92. I'm bringing a little bit closer to 1998. Shot against the Jazz. Isolation. Brian Russell.
Push off.
The infamous push-off is what I call it.
Hey, it was a push off with a little crossover push off. You know, it was clean.
Hey.
He got away with it. And you know what? That gave him 6 chips, 6
Brian
for
Russell
6.
slid.
Never lost the championship. In that game, he put up 45 points. He
That's
carried
pretty
the
dope.
Bulls in that last
He's
game.
Pretty
man.
dope.
And that's a Brian Russell team. Utah Jazz are actually pretty decent. They had John Stockton, they had Karl Malone, both Hall of Famers. But that shot, man, that's just one of the pictures that froze in time and just sends in your mind like, man, he just came in clutch right there. So Jordan moment right there, 1998. But there's so many. Like, there's no wrong answer. I think Jordan probably has an easy dozen
Tons of moments. dude.
rememberable moments.
That's why it's so hard to pick. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Way more than LeBron, though.
For sure.
Yeah, more moments than LeBron.